In Appaloosa Plains, the clash between the old and new is readily apparent, with some elderly diehards clinging to the remaining vestiges of life as they knew it. Will the town come together in a new era of prosperity, or will the generational clash leave a clear line drawn in the sand? What's up guys, Rakowski here, and today we're finishing off our rating of all of the builds in Appaloosa Plains. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, and if this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Also, this is our last video on Appaloosa Plains, so make sure to visit my community tab so you can vote for the world you want to see next. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. You know what? This world is just as beautiful seeing it the second time around. My goodness. I've also heard that in the fall season, like all the trees are even more beautiful. I like how they are now, but maybe I'll give it a shot next time. I only have pets installed. Okay, so welcome back to Appaloosa Plains. I'm excited to really get started, but let's just get a few of the housekeeping things out of the way. First of all, thank you so much for joining my Discord. So many of you, we're just like talking about the Sims, sharing our builds and Sims and stories, and it's super fun. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to sign up. Don't worry, it's completely free, and we're pretty friendly for how aggressive I am with The Sims 4. Oh my god, I just noticed there's a cat-shaped lake. I love that so much better than the dog bone pool. But yeah, we did 11 houses last episode, and we have 10 left, so let's get started. Oh my god, before we jump in, you have to read this description. The bathroom is charitably described as charmingly original. I'm terrified. First up is Pinto palazzo. My first thought is that I'm so happy it's this color. I don't love this color. It's kind of like a grayish blue, but if you remember, one of the last houses in the last episode was this baby poo house. So this looks like a nicer version of that. I also like the shape a lot better. It's a lot more simple and straightforward. It's also a 1-bedroom house. Once again, they're trying to put trees in my way to try and hide the ugly bits, but now that I look closer, I'm like, there's a lattice fence here. There's a beautiful deck. I like the doghouse being on the deck. I think that's pretty nice. I don't like when the doghouse is too far away from the house. It's like, he's your dog. Like, come on. Okay, enough of that. Let's jump inside and see this original bathroom. Oh my god, the bathroom is gross. My goodness, 3 green towels, despite the fact this is a bachelor. 3 mirrors, one is bigger in the middle. That's so weird. And these colors, I'm not sure if it's like green and pink or black and white. Like, I can't even tell. I really think it's pink and green. If it's so ugly, I can't tell it's green. As far as I'm concerned, it's awful. But what I will say is the kitchen is amazing. Look at this. It's like its own little box in the middle. Very efficient. I love the pass-through. The dining area is right next to it. I love that. I like the living room. I don't like the green carpeted squares. They're getting a little overboard with this floor design. They could have tried something new. They did this a lot in the late night expansion, I remember, with the carpets, like the checkerboard. Not really feeling it. Now, of course, he has a gigantic green bedroom. I like the texture on the green wallpaper. That's really nice. This bed is cute. I've never seen this bed before. Maybe it comes with this world or with this pack. I'm not sure. Probably. Oh my god, he actually has workout equipment and stuff. Not interested. So that was kind of a fun start. I was really expecting a worse bathroom because we've seen some terrible bathrooms in the last few episodes, and none of them came with a disclaimer warning, but I'm gonna give this house a 7. It's pretty good for like a 1-bedroom starter house as a whole. I think it's really functional and you could totally play in it, so I'm down. Next up is Place Royale. I guess it's French, so I could say Place Royale. I don't know. Anyway, this is the gigantic green house that I was excited to review. Ooh, I didn't notice the flamingos in the front yard. How ugly. Actually, they match the plants. That isn't too bad. I don't hate the shape. It's just a little too tall for me, but they did add in the second floor. I really appreciate that. One of the things I really hate in The Sims is when they do these tall roofs, but there's no extra floor. Here, they snuck it in kind of Simsy style. I really like that. They also have a greenhouse. This is a really great idea. I love it. I don't love the top of it. I don't know about this shape. They use this shape for the barns a lot too. It's not feeling it for me. I've seen better greenhouses and barns before. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's jump into this lime green disaster. You know me, I'm going right for the bathroom first. Now, we have a pink and blue bathroom. However, it's much nicer than a baby poo bathroom, and oh my goodness, look at this wallpaper. I didn't even see this. Purple and red. See, the thing is, I think this wallpaper is kind of ugly, but I like it. They're my type of colors. I would gladly have this in my house. What I would not have is these ugly columns, though. They probably need them for support. Now they have a minty green dining set, which does not match any of the other colors we've seen so far. Ooh, like a ranchy kind of kitchen in the back here. They should have used some tiles for the backsplash. Okay, looking at the other side of the house, we have like the bedrooms, this living room sofa though. Ew, there's like birds all over it. Okay, but I will mention this is called the parrot family, and I guess they like birds. They have a bird cage here. They have plants everywhere. If somebody better be a gardener. Not one of these Sims has a green thumb in their greenhouse house, of course. This bedroom is possibly the ugliest room in the house. It's just the wrong type of blue. Like, who uses this blue for a wall? I'm sorry if you do, but like, come on. And I don't love these cowboy stuff on the bed. Like, it's really not for me, but I know that this is Appaloosa Plains and it's kind of country, and that might be something that this child would like, especially since he looks like a Boy Scout. I have mixed feelings on this house because just looking at it straight on, I like that they went for a bold color like this, and it almost went baby poo, but not quite. The windows are nice, the roof is nice, the floor plan is all right, the style choices inside are a little questionable, but the one thing that really gripes me is still the fact that none of them have a green thumb, and it's all about plants in this place. I know they have birds, but like, you should kind of like gardening too, don't you think? At least one of the Sims. I'm gonna give it a 6. It is eccentric though. I'm gonna give it that. It's just, I don't know, I'm just not feeling this one. Next up is Playa Vista. Playa? Really? This family is actually called Sports, Spice, and Everything Nice. So +1 point for the fact that I almost said Sporty Spice. Now, the outside though, like I know this is a particular style, but it's not for me. Why is there a driveway next to the 2 garages? How many cars do you need? There's only 2 people. It has that lattice fence detail. This one isn't done as well. I don't know why they didn't do the middle. And also squares, I think, is a bit of a lazy style. That's something I used to do like years ago. Going around, this whole wall has no windows at all, my goodness, but this side has all the windows. The fence is all right. I like this fence. Maybe this comes with pets as well. Also something very realistic. The back garden is lovely though. I love this. They could have had a hot tub or something. They have basically a mansion, right? Actually, from the roof, it looks like half of it's the garage. So let's jump inside and see how big this thing actually is. A foosball table. Who'd have thought? Anyway, let's go to the bathroom. I love this bath. Ooh, I don't love the green on the counters. The red and green together. Merry Christmas. And it has 3 mirrors. Actually, the only thing I like about it is the color here. I love this red. I don't know how I feel about it for a toilet or a tub though. Somebody made a reference to something that's red in a bathroom sometimes, and ever since then it's kind of bothered me, but I still think it's a beautiful color. Of course, we have a green kitchen with red chairs, so I guess this is where the wall with no windows is. Now, this is an all right kitchen for being green counters. I like the tile choice they did. In a modern style like this, the lights work really well. This tile is good. The bathroom tile was good too. But if you notice, this house on the outside looks completely different than what it would be on the inside. I just don't think it's classic enough in here. This is supposed to be like the farm world, right? I know all the rich people came here with money and whatever, but you like there's only so much you can do with renovations, right? Like, I don't think you could turn a house like this into like this modern mansion wannabe. Now, the bedroom has a green computer. Oh my God, that's the first thing I saw, but I do love this blanket. This is a beautiful color palette. If they know how to do this, why didn't they do that with the rest of the house? I would have liked this a lot better. I'm sorry, I don't love it. I'm trying to give these like all the credit that they deserve and trying to point out everything that I like, but this world, although it's beautiful, the houses are not blowing me away yet. I'm gonna give this a 5. It's pretty functional for being a big, ugly house, if I'm honest. Next up is Stillwater Run. Again, I'm not a super country person, but from what I know, Stillwater is not a good thing. Now, I will say, this color palette is not my cup of tea, but I think it's really good. Like the gold door, like that's a bold choice, but I think it really works. And well, they use it for the garage too, and it even works. Well done. I would never use that. I think after you build for so long, like you know your comfort zones, and I have a few palettes I can pull out of my back pocket and make something beautiful. And if you've never seen it before, you're like, wow, look at those colors. It's like, yeah, I've been practicing that for 10 years. So to make blue and gold go together on a one-off Sims house, well done. Okay, let's jump inside. Oh, I just see green right away. but it's not a bad type of green. This is kind of the minty green from the Not So Berry challenge. In case you don't know, I'm playing the Not So Berry challenge on The Sims 3, so you can check that out in the description below as well if you'd like to. But if not, don't worry, we still got probably about 20 minutes left of me yelling at EA's builds. So let's go into the kitchen with its yellow tile. Have they never heard of white tile before? Like, I don't think I've seen white tile in like 8 houses. Now the interior palette works really well with the pink. This is more my type of palette, even though it has green in it. It's still very nice. The pink carpeted stairs, that's a really nice touch. And that's the only time I've seen a green railing not be ugly. Going upstairs, oh, she has the cat tree for the cat. I love it. It should be closer to a window though. If you have cats, you'd understand. Oh my God, look, is this her bedroom? Look at that. She got a bar, a saddle, a leopard print bed. Wow, this looks so Alberta. It's not even funny. Girls from Alberta would see a room like this and be like, wow, it's so fancy. When really it's just eccentric and tasteless, but I still like it and I think it really suits her. Yeah, so this girl is basically a Don Lothario who likes cleaning, but I mean, like the house is pretty good. The windows are nice. I didn't even say anything about the roof, and that's a good sign. I'm not going to dig too much into it because I think we have a 9 on our hands. I know I yelled at a lot of things, but not everything has to be like beautiful to work, right? Like I love the bedroom. Actually, the interior color palette is beautiful. And the shell, like I said, like I just think they put a lot of love and care into this. And again, like I'm looking even more now. I see the landscaping. Yeah, 9. We're going with 9. Next up is the Supersuburban. If I was popular, I'd have little Simsy join me on this because she's the expert on suburban houses, but I will say that they are kind of dressed like cowboy people, so cowboy people, I don't know why I called it that, but that's just how I feel. I love this chair in the front. That's really cute. I would never own it, but I think it's really nice for a Sims build. These kind of windows too are a nice detail. They're not really for me. They're in the Sims 3 cats and dogs. This window too, I like this style for this kind of house since it's out in the country, but it's not something that I would ever use. And I love seeing stuff like that. This is a really well hidden chimney. They actually hid the chimney. That's such a good detail. I didn't even notice that's what they did. Beautiful. Because if it was that big brick in the middle, it would be awful. Oh, speaking of pets, Kyle has come to say hi. Say hi, Kyle. And although he's a big baby boy, he can't really stay on me because he's too fidgety sometimes. So he's got to go. But don't worry, he'll be right here next to us. He usually is. So if I'm ever live on here, you can I see Kyle? Absolutely. He's always right next to me. Okay, coming inside, green kitchen, I see again, but I mean, they didn't use too much of the green. I really wish they didn't use it on the floor though. And next to it is a blue rug in typical EA style. I really don't like the wood that they chose for the floor. That's kind of setting the whole thing off. If it was a little darker, maybe similar to these dining chairs, it would be a little bit nicer, like, or even similar to the wall detail here. And coming into the bathroom, this is literally the only part of the bathroom you need to see to imagine what the rest of it looks like. But I'm gonna show you anyway. Green bathtub, green wall, pink tile, and like I don't hate this palette. Like the pink helps it, but not for a bathroom. Like I liked it in that living room in the last house because the carpeted stairs and the railing was really nice, but that's just too much. Coming into this bedroom, it's not really like, what is this, a Victorian wallpaper? See, the thing is with these houses, they're not really sure which style they're going for. Like they might start with a farm and then it turns modern, or they start with a suburban and now it turns into a country house. But the fireplace that I loved so much is actually in the best room. I love this living room. I love the color of the carpets. I love all the furniture. I even love this furniture placement. It looks a little weird, like some of the other houses we've seen as some really weird furniture layouts, but this one is pretty good and it's functional. I think it works really well. I mean, this house is all right. The shell is great. I'm definitely going to give a bonus point for the chimney. I really like the living room, but the rest of it really isn't anything special. And of course, I'm not in love with the bathroom. I'm kind of in the middle between 2 scores and I haven't done this in a bit, so I'm gonna give it a 6.5. It's also like the Cowboys, right? So I'm wondering, like, why don't they have a horse? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, look at these people. They look like they're about ready to jump on one. Let's just be grateful that plaid made it onto their clothes, but not into the build. Next up is the Painted Lady. For those of you who don't know, a Painted Lady is a specific style of Victorian house, and I think it originates, or at least is popular, in San Francisco. Think of the Full House, but painted all sorts of crazy colors. Now, since I am a Victorian expert, I'm gonna point out all the things that are quite accurate and realistic, because I do see a few things, and then I'm gonna point out the things that are wrong with this house. Number one, they have a turret right in the front. That's a really nice detail. What they could have done is added a 3rd story to it, and then added added this wall detail at the top and make it a little bit taller because it makes this bit look a little unbalanced. The other thing that's very good is the use of porches. They have like a tall foundation and big porches and stuff. That's very well done. And the windows are nice. The columns, the fencing, all of the architectural details are pretty solid for a nice style. However, it's painted just yellow, and painted ladies are often several different colors. Victorian houses often have a wraparound porch as well. Now, if it's like a painted lady in a row of townhouses, it's not going to, but this is a freestanding house and it has a barn and everything. Why can't you have a wraparound porch? The other thing that's way too simplistic is like the size and the roofing. A painted lady has like very steep, prominent roofs, and this is like just roofed like the Strangerville Library with a turret. Okay, let's jump inside and see what we get. What we get is a plagiarism of one of my builds. My goodness, I used this almost exact same palette in a Victorian house recently. I'm so sick of them copying me. Now, this living room, or lounge, I should say, since it's a Victorian, this is beautiful. This is exactly how a Victorian would be laid out. You would enter into the grand staircase and have the lounge immediate off to the side. Then you'd have a dining room, which is also next. That's really good. And at the back, you'd have the kitchen. They did it. Wow, they actually did a Victorian floor plan for once. I'm so happy. Now, what I'm not happy about is this gigantic red bathroom. This is like a vampire bathroom. 3 mirrors again. Are you kidding me? This is unreal. And it's always in houses that have one sim living in it. It's so weird. Moving to the second floor, I love this hallway floor plan. That's like the smallest hallway I've seen used in The Sims 3 by EA, and I'm living for it. This bathroom is all right. The pink toilets and stuff, it's not really my style. I'm just happy it's not green, but it's still a little out there. And I don't know how the floor tiles go with the wall. Oh, the master bedroom is hideous. Look at this. Pink, red, white, and gray. Yeah, that's a palette. And then you got cow print on the sheets. That doesn't make any sense. Green nightstands. Merry Christmas all up in this shit. Then you got over here the other furniture on top of the zebra print rug. I love the fireplace. I love, like, if you ignore all the furniture, I love the room. It's actually the furniture ruining it. I love this wall, love this fireplace. Even with the parquet floor, it's all right. But like, then you get green nightstand and cow print bed. I don't believe it. What's here? Nothing. Of course, they didn't put anything in the turret. And in the attic, you have like a little TV area, and you have a telescope for spying on your neighbors, which every house in Appaloosa seems to have. Is that a thing in Appaloosa? Is everyone supposed to be a creep? Okay, so if you've seen any of these before, I do like to give credit where credit is due, and I like to point out the bad stuff. Now, I will say that I am particularly picky with Victorians, but I think that this is the best effort I've seen in the game so far for this style of house, and I think they did a really good job. Missed a few things that I might have included, but then again, they probably didn't obsessively read books about Victorian houses for years. I'm gonna give this one a 9. In my heart, it's more of a 7, but I just know for like the quality of this, it's just really well done. They really did their research, like they put everything in the right place, so I have to give them credit for that. Next up is Rancheroo. First up, I love that name. It's a really cute name for like, I guess what is like a horse arena house. So here's the thing. You know, if you watched the first episode of this series, that I don't know much about farms or horses or anything. So since I'm doing all the worlds, this is not my forte. So I'm just gonna judge it based on aesthetic. It is kind of big, ugly, and wooden, but it is like a horse place. I have no idea what to even call this place. I guess this is the barn. Let's just look in there first. Well, at least it's totally functional. I also learned in one of the comments from the last episode that the hay is what the horses eat, so they need them everywhere. It's not a decoration. And I still like the hay being everywhere. I was just looking for like an extra touch, if that kind of makes sense. You can keep the hay. I'm not against the hay. I would just love, you know, a rusty wheel in the corner or something. Okay, let's get into the house. The bathroom, oh my goodness, it's a blue bathroom. Now, I love this color, but I would just love, I'm dying for a white bathroom. Like, it's been, what is this, the 6th or 7th house that we're doing this episode, and I have not seen one yet. This is also another one of the problems where the inside doesn't really match the outside. Like, this does not look like it would have nice things inside, and the inside is really nice. They have like the saddles here. I learned a new word since the last episode. They have saddles. They have this orange comforter. My goodness, I don't know how I feel about that with green. Let's go over to the other bedroom. It was better. See, like, I like this bedroom, but it looks like a little Simsy bedroom because it's like you got both nightstands on each side. The windows are perfectly symmetric. Oh, the rug isn't though. She wouldn't have had that. And then of course you just have an easel as the activity thing in the corner. I'm gonna do my final shot like super zoomed out back here, maybe even a little more zoomed out. So the reality is that this lot is extremely functional, especially if you love horses. I haven't seen so many places to play around with the horses yet, so that's a really nice change. A few of the farms had like a jump or two, but this is on another level. And the shell may be my least favorite so far, but I actually really like the inside, and I think they did a good job too. And like, I would never know where to start with something like this, so I'm gonna give it a 7. I know a lot of you love horses, and I'm sorry that it's not a passion that I share with you, but I'm with you on the passion part. I'm really glad that The Sims gives you something that you really enjoy, and I think a build like this is really gonna give you something to do. Next up is the render farm. My first impression is this is a way nicer version of Paddington House, in my opinion. It's also the nicest farm that I've seen so far, also in my opinion. I'm not sure if it's the most functional. Let's just look around the house. I think they did a really good job with the windows, the colors. I love this orange and green together. They're really good at green roofs. I never thought I would like one, but maybe I'm gonna try it soon. There's a fountain in the middle. I like the driveway space. There's room for the horse. There's a barn. There's a back pool area. I love the shape of this pool. Very interesting. Now, that being said, I'm absolutely terrified because every time I love a shell, I get the ugliest bathroom I've ever seen. So let's just go inside and see what happens. Okay, the barn is great and functional. They got the hay going on. There's lots of different things of hay. Someone let me know in the comments below, like, can they eat all of the hays or are some of them decoration? I've seen like cubes of hay, rectangular prisms. I don't know how else to say that. Is it bales when they're in boxes or in the rolls? I'm not sure. Okay, inside we have, I believe, our first red kitchen in the series. Well done. Except I don't see a fridge. Oh, I thought I didn't see a fridge. The fridge is blending into the wall here because I was looking here and I thought this is probably where the fridge is supposed to go. I don't see it, but they do have it. Let's go over to the other side. We got the living room here. I don't like the wood colors, especially not with this white one, but I do like the patterns on the chairs. Again, some of these look almost like Aboriginal prints, and I think it's really nice change because we always just get like flat color or like little tiny flowers in this game. Oh, they used my least favorite bookshelf and they painted it the ugliest color. It looks like somebody left it out in the rain after they painted it blue, whatever. Let's go upstairs. I love this blue dresser. Look at that. Okay, so everybody, just so you know, number 1, I'm moving into a baby poo bedroom in a week. Number 2, I'm painting it this color instead, so that's a plus for me. But zooming out, it's the only place they really use that blue, just here on the dresser and here on the cube. This is my favorite plant in the game, though. I like the layout of the room, at least. Oh my god, the ensuite is green. Of course it's green with a oh, and that ugly flowery wallpaper and baby poo hiding up there. My goodness. Okay, let's look at it. At least the toilet isn't green, but like everything else in the tiles is. I don't know. I like this red one better, but again, like, please, can I just have a white bathroom? Oh, and there's also a basement with, of course, a foosball table because it's The Sims 3. Well, we knew we were going to get a green bathroom because the shell was pretty, but I will say that I do like the shell a lot, especially coming back out. I just wish a single guy didn't live here. It's a nice big house, 3-car garage kind of thing. It's more suited for like, I don't know, like a family that has a bunch of horses, but it's not awful. It's not ugly. I like some of the choices that they made, and it's definitely one of the stronger houses in this world. I'm going to give it an 8. Oh, and there's even more hay at the back, and this is a trough, I guess. I know they eat out of troughs. I don't know if they drink from it. So someone let me know what this is called too, please. Next up is Twitter Haven. Wow, based on the name, I was expecting toxic cesspools everywhere, but all we have is a nice little pretty house. I love the sunflowers. I'm not a sunflower fan, but they can be used well, and I think they did a really nice job. The picket fence. Yes, like white picket fence is everyone's dream in America, right? And here we are in Appaloosa Plains. Let's look around the house. This is an interesting shape. I love the roof. I love the flat part. They did a really good job. It's so hard to roof nice in this game, but if you really pay attention and play around with it, you can get something really nice. Now, realistically, I think it's called Twitter Haven because it's a bird house. I do see a cat. Oh my god, Minette Bird. Her last name is Bird. That's so funny. I didn't even notice that. So I guess it is a bird house because I see the bird perch here. It's called Twitter Haven. I like the gazebo. I haven't seen a nice gazebo in a while. That's very pretty. So far, so good. This could be a 10 if the inside blows me away. So let's see. Oh, it's a pretty green. Oh, thank goodness. I love it. And look at that. They have like white kind of everywhere to give me a little bit of a break from the color blocking, but oh no, the tub and the toilet are yellow. Why would you do that to me? Don't hurt me. EA hurts me. But yeah, I see another bird cage. I like the colors. I like the balance of everything. And in fact, this yellow isn't super yellow. It's kind kind of a pea yellow though. That's kind of bothering me. Let's look at the kitchen. Oh, that's yellow too. I don't like that either, but it's a different yellow. It's a little paler. If they used this one, it might have been a little better. I don't know. Give me a white bathtub. That's all I want. Okay, let's go upstairs. We have another bird cage. This cat is gonna have so much fun killing everything. My goodness. Now, this bedroom is a little cramped, but it's a nice style because they often make rooms too big in The Sims 3. So it's nice to have something a little bit different. This is more kind of what you'd build in The Sims 4, I guess. And something really nitpicky that's really bothering me is there's two Sims. One of their favorite color is green. The other one's orange. There's no orange in this build. But the girl who likes green the best, this is not her bed. It's the other girl's bed. So the green bedroom belongs to the girl who likes orange. I don't get it. Spoiler alert, it's not a 10, but I did really like it, especially the shell. I would gladly live in this shell and probably just renovate the inside. But even if I didn't love the inside, like it's not completely awful. I think they did an all right job. So to balance it out, I'm gonna give this one an 8. I swear they're doing this on purpose. They're like, okay, put the ugliest rooms in the nicest houses. That way it'll balance out. Guess what? It's not balanced out. And sooner or later, I'm gonna get to all of these. And everyone will know what you did. And last but not least is Wellspring. Okay, they did baby poo in a different style, but we'll get to that in a bit. So this family, these kids are orphaned by one of their parents, and I think just their dad lives with them, and he's about to take off, so that's not looking too good, but let's just look at the house. I will mention that these Sims, these two kids, they lost their mother in a farming accident, so I think that's like a nice little lore realistic touch, a little bit of an ode to like kind of what we used to go through in The Sims 2. I'm guessing the Wellspring means this pond. That's a nice touch. I thought like for sure that they were gonna just put it in the middle of a highway or something. The garden is really nice. Like the landscaping is good. The shell's a little basic, but nice and balanced and like hopefully functional. The porch is a nice detail. I love the roofing they did here. However, I don't like the color. Like this baby poo brownish green thing, I'm not having it. And this red, I'll leave it to your imagination. Okay, let's check this one out inside. My goodness, all the lights are off, so let's just get those going. This is our last one, so I'm gonna try it in first person. I do this sometimes, but I don't think it works for a whole video. Okay, so coming into the entryway, what kind of room is this? This doesn't look like a landing. I guess it's like a living room, but they have the bookshelf kind of right in the way. They do this a lot in The Sims. I don't understand that either. I never really pointed it out. I love this chair. That's absolutely rustic and stunning and cute. I love it. Is that The Sims Castaway on the TV? I never noticed that. Oh my goodness. That's so cute. I love it. The desk has no computer or phone. That's kind of weird too. Oh my goodness. A 70s dining room. Look at that. I don't hate the green stove actually. I just hate it with everything else. Okay, well, coming back out of the kitchen. Why is this ugly wall here? Okay, well, it's stairs at least. At least the stairs to the basement. That's actually a nice touch. This hallway has nothing in it. Super empty. Let's go into this room. A white bathroom. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Oh, thank goodness. Now there's hints of baby poo, but at least it has a white toilet and a white tub. I'm so excited about that. I can't believe it. It took me this long to get it. Oh, looking in the mirror, it's worse. Gross. Okay, let's go this way. I swear to God, if this is not a child's room, I'm gonna freak out. But of course it is, right? It's got the toys, the posters. I love the stuff like that. It's really well curtained too. I think that's nice. I don't think pool rules should be above your dresser. That's kind of stupid. And coming into the master bedroom, I'm just gonna guess. I bet it's green. Sure is. Oh my God, of course it's green with the ugliest bookshelf in the game painted green too. This comforter, I'm not living for. We definitely had some better blankets done in this world. And it's the master and there's like nothing in it. Well, I guess they have the grave of the wife. I guess that's nice, right? I don't know. I'd have it outside personally. I'm not a cremation person. I'm not an urn person. But for me, I want to be in a box. I want the box open so everyone can see my beauty one last time. And then I want to be put into the earth to rot. Okay, coming back outside, about 30 minutes has passed and there is a random child there that I have not seen who does not live here, who is on the front porch. Actually, maybe she's the babysitter. Anyway, this house was like a little uninspiring. I don't like it. It was one of the worst ones that we've seen. Maybe it was because I did it in first person and they're worse that way, but I didn't like any of the color. The only thing I liked was the white bathroom. And actually the score in my mind was gonna be a 4, but I think I'm gonna bump it up to a 5 because of the white toilet. That's so sad what it's come to. Like, I'll just give a point for like anything that I like because sometimes it's just not my style and it doesn't work out. And I think that's the case here. Well, that does it for all the houses in Appaloosa Plains. What did did you guys think? I know this world is not really my style, so I didn't give the best of scores. I certainly didn't give a 10, but I will say the world is beautiful, and if you're an animal lover, they did a really good job, because almost every household has an animal or wants to get an animal, and they're gonna have their own dramas and stuff too, like the cats with the birds and all that. But you guys are the experts on this, not me. This is just my take and my opinion, right? Don't forget that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like and subscribe for some more Sims content. I'm loving doing these reviews, and the second this video posts, there's gonna be a poll on my community tab where you can vote for which world you wanna see next, so go check that out. Boom.